Tuesday served as a monumental day in the history of the NFL. For the first time ever, National Football League players will be allowed to participate in the Olympics when they come to the U.S. in 2028, and we are going to talk about 3 Pittsburgh Steelers who would fit that team perfectly. To begin, we have to be clear that the 2028 Olympics will feature flag football. This is not regular NFL Sunday football that we all know and love, so we're going to have to leave off players like TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, and even some of the linebackers and offensive linemen that the Steelers have. But what we don't have to leave off, who we don't have to leave off, are big-time playmakers, starting on the offensive side of the football with DK Metcalf, one of the most physically imposing and dominant wide receivers in the entire NFL. Can you imagine what DK Metcalf would do to opposing corners from other countries? We're talking about a guy who just absolutely, positively is bigger, stronger, faster, and better than 90% of the corners in the NFL. He would be a mismatch nightmare for any opposing corner that he faces in the Olympics. After that, we go to the defensive side of the ball. And in flag football, unlike NFL football, it's not about imposing your will and playing strong against the run. It's about turning the ball over. Point blank, period. Well, guess what 2 positions matter the most? Corner and safety. And the Steelers have 2 players that fit the bill perfectly, starting with cornerback Joey Porter Jr. Some of the longest arms in the NFL at the position. He would be an absolute menace on the perimeter. Somebody that would just constantly be batting down balls, getting his hands on passes, even making more interceptions than he does in the league because of how tight the windows are in flag football. And that brings us to our third and final player. The player that is a shoo-in for the National Football League representing the Olympics in 2028, Minkah Fitzpatrick. You have to have a ball-dominant center fielder playing safety that can take the ball away at a moment's notice when you play flag football. Minkah Fitzpatrick is one of the best in the NFL at doing that. Could you imagine, with no run responsibility, with the ability to just sit back, watch the quarterback's eyes, play the football, and break on it with his speed, what he would do in an Olympic setting? He would make quarterbacks and opposing offensive coordinators have the worst nightmares ever. We're talking about they would not be able to game plan efficiently because they would be so worried about Minkah Fitzpatrick. So with the Olympics coming to the U.S. in 2028 and all 32 NFL owners approving the fact that their players are going to be allowed to play flag football, those are 3 Pittsburgh Steelers that would make a ton of sense. DK Metcalf, Joey Porter Jr., and of course, Minkah Fitzpatrick.